Morning and welcome back to another week down the allotment. This week I'm going to probably start by sharing some of the growth because I'm going to take a look around for myself, so we might as well take a look together. I've been away for a week with work. Courgette's looking a little bit sorry for themselves in here because of lack of watering. Just couldn't get anyone to come down and do it. But let's take a look at what's growing and the progress from last week, and then I'm going to get on and do some work up the top of the garden, come back and we will plant out 2 of the tomato plants growing in the windowsill at home. I've got some of the French beans. Look how quickly they came up. French beans. This pot didn't do as well. We can always plant more out. It's still, to be honest, it's still May anyway. These aren't looking too happy. I think they're pot bound a bit, so we will get them out. These will come back. You can see that they're desperate to get growing here. Look, and then this one here. Look. But we'll get these out into the ground. The cucumber is going to trail up and grow around here, so it's starting to pull out some of its, I'll call these like reaching tendrils, but that's doing great. We've got the tomatoes from which we potted up last week. Let's have a look out here. Obviously we're going to have a lot of bindweed. When your onions start to bolt like this, I just take the flower off to ensure that they put maximum effort into growing. Yeah, look, we're going to have to do loads of weeding as well. We're going to be busy today. Got away for 1 week and it's all come straight up again. Just smelling these, they smell incredible. Got the runner beans working their way up, so doing really well amongst the weeds. Wow, look inside this. Check out the greenhouse. Grapevine greenhouse, it's going great guns. That's so cool. There's our broad beans, look. Covered in black fly. The gooseberry bushes producing loads of big fruit. Rosie's coming out. Wow, we are getting a serious infestation. Right. That's something we're going to have to look at. We need to get on top of that. The cow's doing really well. More growth on the rhubarb after we pick some. The video using the rhubarb will be up Tuesday. I've done that before I went away for work, so look, I had something to share with you on Tuesdays. And then we've got the currant bushes. Absolutely covered in berries. Then there's the potato bed for the first earlies. The main crops coming through, so we'll cover them up. If I'm not careful, this cabbage is going to get absolutely smothered by bindweed, so we need to get on and do that. And the spinach beet's growing nicely. So weeding, and a few bits of planting is the plan for today. That's the only strawberry which I grew from seed, which came up, and we're going to pot him up. So I'm just having a break to have some water. So I trimmed the second paddock. If you watched last week's episode, you'd have seen I'd done the first one. So that's been done, and I spent a good hour and 20 minutes just weeding. I've had to weed pretty much every bed and around it. Things I have learnt over the last couple of weeks is I'm never going to get all the bindweed. Not this time of year. There's no way I can kill it off. So it's just taking a deep breath and just doing bit by bit as and when I can. I've plugged away, I've weeded out pretty much. I think I've done all, yeah, minus the nettle bed, which really needs looking at soon. I've done all the onions, the carrots and the cabbage patch and around the potatoes. So yeah, it's all pretty much done. I've taken out some of the bindweed growing around the gooseberry bushes. Again, a really tricky thing to do because the bushes are so full of life and they've got so much growth on them. It's trying to get underneath them to get to it. It's just never ending battle in it really. Planted out the squash and courgette. I'm going to be totally honest with you. The ones I left in here, I don't actually remember which one's which. They look identical. So we might have a courgette and a squash plant together. It's not going to kill them. And a recommendation on the channel last week, someone wrote in the comments not to water the leaves because that's when they get that powdery mildew mold stuff on them. I don't know what it's called, but I have actually had that before, so I'm wondering if that's the reason. So thank you so much for the comment telling me just to water the base, don't put it all over the leaves. Very similar to tomatoes. If you want to avoid blight, you can water them without getting leaves wet. They don't really like their leaves getting wet, especially the ones in the greenhouse. I've got two tomato plants to find a big pot and plant up. They're going to go in the greenhouse. That's going to be done next. I'm going to plant the French beans out. I'm just going to put them in upright poles for now. I can make the TP or the pyramid or whatever you want to call it next week. Oh, I accidentally pulled a carrot. Let me just show you. So when I was weeding, one of the things I've got to be really careful is pulling out the carrots, and I accidentally pulled one of our carrots, but look at the growth. So you can see how happy the carrots are, even with the bindweed. Just where I pulled it out, super strong. Really strong smell to it, and I think that's what attracts the carrot fly. I think the disruption of the roots, or just disruption of them in general, and then sometimes if you pull them out to replant them, the smell's so pungent that they just home in on it, and that's when you get the little maggoty type things which grow on, live on and eat the carrots. But there you go, there's a little sign that we are doing something right with the carrots. And the ones in the little bulbous ones, the ones which are in the kids seed packet, I've yet to check on, but we can do that later. So anyway, I'm waffling and I'm waffling. I'm going to crack on. I think I'm going to snip some of the growth coming out the top of the grapevine greenhouse so it concentrates it more inside, and then we'll see where we're at for time. Me done for the day. I didn't film too much of everything I was doing. It was kind of one of them weeks where I just wanted to crack on. Got a lot of jobs done. I've got a few things I want to plant when I get home in the seed trays. A few things I want to show you. So I got the chives still in the kitchen. There's no sign of the peppers, whether they come up. Got to be a bit patient with them. I've got some lettuce on the go here. Most of them have come through. Spring onions second time round are coming up. And that rocket I cut all the way back, if you've seen on the channel, the rocket pesto. It's come back again for another round. Like I said in the video, you just cut it right back and then keep it watered on the windowsill. So you've got the jalapenos, the cayenne and the goji berries come up. He's a lot happier upstairs in a bigger pot and not being watered too much. And then there's all the leeks. I'm going to let them grow on for a little bit longer because they're quite easy to separate down and then stick in the allotment. I'm going to grow a few more tomatoes because I like to kind of spread them out a little bit. Start some pumpkins and some dill for the pickled gherkins we're going to be making. So the strawberries are everywhere in the garden. I've actually let them grow again. I pulled all these out. They've come up like wildfire. I'm not really seeing much bindweed here though, and I put manure in here from the allotment, so I'm kind of happy about that. Then I've got more strawberries there. More strawberry plants coming up there and there. I've got my raspberries. Two types of the raspberries are going. Kind of want to, might need to put a cane in because I don't want it to go against the blueberries. The blueberries are now producing some berries. She's been a donut. Shoots coming out the bottom there with the raspberries. And the lavender's growing. The oregano, the thyme, the sage, and the cherry tree. It's doing okay. I need to cut this grass. You little bugger. I know I don't cut the, I don't trim the edges. I use it as a wildlife slash guy's bum area. And I also have my homegrown supply of stinging nettles in this corner. Because why not? Come on in, let's go for a walk. I'll be back on Wednesday to finish off the weeding. I want to say thank you so much for watching. For everyone who follows the allotment diaries, I love sharing it. I love getting down here. I hope to see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.